from mud huts to megastructures, from stone temples to glass towers that touch the sky. Architecture is more than construction. It is the story of humanity itself, a timeline carved in stone, wood, brick, and steel. A story that reveals how humans dreamed, evolved, and adapted through thousands of years. Today, we journey across civilizations and eras to uncover the history of architecture, the story of how humanity learned not just to survive, but to build. Our story begins over 10,000 years ago, when early humans transitioned from wandering tribes to settled communities. With stability came the first shelters, simple huts made of mud, straw, and wood. They were basic, fragile, and small. Yet for early humans they were everything. Protection from the wild, a space for family, and the first expression of home. Where shelter existed, society could begin. As humans mastered farming and trade, architecture evolved from survival to symbolism. Suddenly, people weren't just building roofs over their heads. They were building legacies. In Egypt, the pyramids rose like immortal giants, each stone carefully placed to honor gods and pharaohs. These structures were not simply tombs. They were declarations of power, precision, and belief. Meanwhile, in Mesopotamia, ziggurats stretched upward, stairways believed to connect earth with the heavens. Architecture became a message carved in stone. We are here. We matter, and we wish to touch the divine. Then came the Greeks, who reshaped architecture with a focus on beauty, order, and perfection. They introduced symmetry, proportion, and harmony, principles that still shape modern design. Their temples, especially the Parthenon, were built with such precision that they remain marvels, even today. Greek architects believed that buildings should reflect the beauty of human thought. Their columns, theaters, and open-air structures were philosophy made visible. But the Romans took these ideas and transformed architecture into a tool of power. Using arches, domes, and the revolutionary invention of concrete, they built faster, larger, and stronger. Aqueducts carried water across mountains. Amphitheaters held tens of thousands of people. Roads connected an empire. For Rome, architecture was a sign of strength, a way to expand influence and maintain control. Their structures still stand because they were built not just with materials, but with intent. After Rome's fall, the world entered an era guided deeply by faith. In the Middle Ages, architecture reached for the heavens. Cathedrals soared upward with pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and flying buttresses that allowed walls to climb higher than ever before. Light filtered through stained glass windows, turning sunlight into sacred colors. Meanwhile, castles rose across landscapes, built for war and protection. Architecture became both a fortress and a prayer. Then came the Renaissance, a rebirth of knowledge, creativity, and human potential. Architects revisited Greek and Roman principles and infused them with new ideas and tools. In Florence, Brunelleschi built a dome that experts insisted was impossible, proving that imagination could overcome limitations. Palaces, plazas, and cities were designed with beauty and logic, celebrating humanity's rediscovered confidence. Architecture became art, mathematics, and innovation intertwined. As centuries passed, machines transformed the world. The Industrial Revolution introduced steel, glass, and mass production techniques that changed architecture forever. No longer limited by stone or wood, buildings could rise higher and faster. Bridges stretched across rivers. Train stations bustled with life. Towers pierced the clouds. Architecture entered the age of speed, ambition, and engineering wonder. Today, we live in a world where architecture blends technology with imagination. Cities shimmer with glass towers. Homes are shaped by sustainability and smart design. And futuristic buildings push the boundaries of what structure and space can be. Architects now ask questions not just about height and strength, but about harmony with people, with nature, with the future. From ancient mud shelters to modern megacities, architecture remains one of the clearest expressions of who we are. Every structure tells a story of fear, creativity, ambition, love, and hope, a story still being written today. Architecture is not just about buildings. It is about us, our dreams, our determination, and our desire to leave a mark on the world. And as long as humans continue to dream, we will continue to build.